Welcome to Wonderslate. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updates. Topic for today's quiz is UPSC CAPF Question Paper 2019 Paper 1. Question number 1. According to simple Keynesian theory, the slope of the aggregate consumption curve against income is option A, positive, option B, negative, option C, 0, option D, infinity. The correct answer is option A, positive. The slope of the aggregate consumption curve against income is always positive, because the Haring relation between consumption, C, and income, Y, is always positive in an economy. When income rises, consumption expenditure also rises, and when income falls, consumption expenditure also falls. It is also proved by Keynes in their Keynesian theory of consumption. Question number 2. Which one of the following is an example of a price ceiling? Option A. Fares charged by airlines in India. Option B. Price printed on biscuit packets. Option C. Minimum support price for cane growers. Option D. Minimum wages fixed by state governments. The correct answer is option B. Price printed on biscuit packets. Price ceiling is a government or group imposed price control or limit on how high a price is charged for a product, commodity or service. Government use price ceilings to protect consumers from conditions that could make commodities prohibitively expensive. Among the given options, price printed on biscuit packets is an example of price ceilings. Question number 3. Who coined the concept of paradox of thrift? Option A. Adam Smith. Option B. Alfred Marshall. Option C. John Maynard Keynes. Option D. Paul A. Samuelson. The correct answer is option C. John Maynard Keynes. Definition: paradox of thrift was popularized by the renowned economist John Maynard Keynes. It states that individuals try to save more during an economic recession, which essentially leads to a fall in aggregate demand and hence in economic growth. Question number 4. Which one of the following forest acts divided forests of India into reserved, protected, and village forests? Option A. Forest Act 1864. Option B. Forest Act 1865. Option C. Forest Act 1866. Option D. Forest Act 1878. The correct answer is option D. Forest Act 1878. The Indian Forest Act of 1878 divided Indian forests into reserved forests, completely government-controlled, protected forests, partly government-controlled, and village forests, controlled by abutting villages. Question number 5. What is Sant bhasha? Option A. Language of the Nirgun mystics. Option B. Language of the Ulatbasi mystics. Option C. Language of the Nirakar mystics. Option D. Language of the Saguna mystics. The correct answer is option B. Language of the Ulatbasi mystics. Sant bhasha is a language composed of vocabulary common to northern Indian languages, which was extensively used by saints and poets to compose religious verses. It can be understood by readers with a background in either Punjabi, Hindi or Urdu. Kabir's poems have survived in several languages and dialects, and some are composed in the special language of Nirgun poets, the Sant bhasha. Others, known as Ulatbasi, upside-down sayings. Question number 6. If the equatorial plane of Earth is not inclined to its orbit, then option A. Duration of the year would be longer. Option B. Summer would be warmer. Option C. There would be no change of seasons. Option D. Winter would be longer. The correct answer is option C. There would be no change of seasons. If the plane of the Earth's equator were not inclined to the plane of the Earth's orbit, there would be no change of seasons. When tilted, the hemisphere closer to the Sun would experience summer, while the hemisphere that is relatively farther away would experience winter. Question number 7. Which one of the following is not a luminous object? Option A. Sun. Option B. Electric lamp. Option C. Candle. Option D. Moon. The correct answer is option D. Moon. Objects which do not emit light on their own are called non-luminous objects. Moon is a non-luminous object because it does not emit its own light and glows by reflecting the light of the sun. Question number 8. When a beam of white light is allowed to fall on a prism, the maximum deviation of the emerging light occurs for option A. Red light. Option B. Violet light. Option C. Yellow light. Option D. Blue light. The correct answer is option B. Violet light. And it takes place because of the refraction of different lights that together form white light differently. The one with the maximum wavelength deviates the least while the one with the shortest wavelength deviates maximum. Hence, the color of violet having maximum wavelength deviates the most. Question number 9. Which one of the following phenomena cannot be exhibited by sound waves? Option A. Reflection. Option B. Refraction. Option C. Interference. Option D. Polarization. The correct answer is option D. Polarization. As we know, the reflection, refraction, diffraction can be demonstrated with sound waves in an air column, but to have polarized waves, they first need to be transverse waves, but sound waves are longitudinal. Sound waves are longitudinal, so they cannot be polarized. Question number 10. The principle involved in chromatography is option A. Absorption. Option B. Partition. Option C. Solubility. Option D. Volatility. The correct answer is option B. Partition. Partition chromatography because the substances are partitioned or distributed between liquid phases. The two phases are water held in pores of the filter paper and the other phase is a mobile phase that passes through the paper. Question number 11. Which one of the following states of India has the largest area under dense evergreen forest cover? Option A. Himachal Pradesh. Option B. Arunachal Pradesh. Option C. Karnataka. Option D. Uttarakhand. The correct answer is option B. Arunachal Pradesh. Arunachal Pradesh in India has the largest area under dense evergreen forest cover. Question number 12. Which one of the following is the biggest island of Japan archipelago? Option A. Honshu. Option B. Hokkaido. Option C. Shikoku. Option D. Kyushu. The correct answer is option A. Honshu. Honshu, the largest and most populous island with the capital of Tokyo. Kyushu, the third largest main island and nearest to the Asian continent. Shikoku, the second smallest main island after Okinawa. It is between Honshu and Kyushu. Question number 13. Which one of the following latitudes passes through maximum Indian states? Option A. 20° N latitude. Option B. 23° N latitude. Option C. 24° N latitude. Option D. 26° N latitude. The correct answer is option B. 23° N latitude. The important parallel of latitude that passes through India is the Tropic of Cancer, 23.4 degrees north of equator. This latitude passes through 8 states of India, namely Gujarat, Mizoram, Tripura, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Jharkhand, West Bengal, and Chhattisgarh. Question number 14. Which one of the following is the correct order of Himalayan ranges from north to south? Option A. Karakoram, Ladakh, Zaskar, Pir Panjal, Sivalik. Option B. Ladakh, Zaskar, Pir Panjal, Karakoram, Sivalik. Option C. Pir Panjal, Zaskar, Karakoram, Ladakh, Sivalik. Option D. Sivalik, Zaskar, Pir Panjal, Ladakh, Karakoram. The correct answer is option A. Karakoram, Ladakh, Zaskar, Pir Panjal, Sivalik. The following ranges in order as they occur from north to south are Karakoram, Ladakh, Zanskar, Pir Panjal, and Sivalik. Question number 15. Sonoran is a. Option A. Desert area of North America. Option B. Seasonal wind of France. Option C. Cash crop of Mediterranean region. Option D. Tribe in South Africa. The correct answer is option A. Desert area of North America. The Sonoran Desert is a North American desert which covers large parts of the southwestern United States in Arizona and California and of northwestern Mexico in Sonora, Baja California, and Baja California Sur. It is the hottest desert in Mexico. It has an area of 260,000 square kilometers. Question number 16. Which one of the following does not fall under the definition of the money bill? Option A. Amendment of law with respect to any financial obligations undertaken by the Government of India. Option B. The payment of money into the Consolidated Fund of India. Option C. Any financial bill as per requirements of Article 117. Option D. Appropriation of money out of the Consolidated Fund of India. The correct answer is option B. The payment of money into the Consolidated Fund of India. A bill shall not be deemed to be a money bill by reason only that it provides for the imposition of fines or other pecuniary penalties, or for the demand or payment of fees for licenses or fees for services rendered, or by reason that it provides for the imposition, abolition, remission, alteration or regulation of any tax by any local authority or body for local purposes. Question number 17. To cherish and follow the noble ideals which inspired our national struggle for freedom is a provision of which one of the following of the Constitution of India? Option A. Directive Principles of the State Policy. Option B. Fundamental Duties. Option C. Fundamental Rights. Option D. Preamble. The correct answer is option B. Fundamental Duties. The provisions to cherish and follow the noble ideals which inspired our national struggle for freedom are included in Article 51A of the Indian Constitution. So it is a fundamental duty. Question number 18. Which one of the following authorities cannot organize Lok Adalats? Option A. Panchayat committees. Option B. Taluk Legal Services Committee. Option C. District Authority. Option D. High Court Legal Services Committee. The correct answer is option A. Panchayat committees. As per the National Legal Service Authority, Lok Adalat regulations, Lok Adalat may be organized by state authorities, district authorities, Supreme Court Legal Service Committee, Taluk Legal Service Committee. So, the Panchayat Committee cannot organize Lok Adalats. Question number 19. Why did the early nationalists oppose the Council Act of 1892? Option A. The number of members of the Imperial Legislative Council was increased. Option B. The number of members of provincial councils was increased. Option C. The councils were given the right to discuss the annual budgets. Option D. The Act did not give the Indians control over the public funds. The correct answer is option D. The Act did not give the Indians control over the public funds. The nationalists were totally dissatisfied with the Act of 1892 and declared it to be a hoax. They demanded a larger share for Indians in the councils as also wider powers for them. Question number 20. Which one of the following musicians served at the courts of Raja Man Singh Tomar and Bahadur Shah of Gujarat? Option A. Baiju Bawra. Option B. Tansen. Option C. Lal Kalavant. Option D. Rang Khan Kalavant. The correct answer is option A. Baiju Bawra. Nearly all the information on Baiju Bawra comes from legends and lacks historical authenticity. According to the most popular legends, He lived in the Mughal period during the 15th and 16th centuries. He was one of the court musicians of Mansingh Tomar of Gwalior, now Gwalior. Question number 21. The Sufi work Kashf-ul-Mahjub was written by Option A. Abul Hasan al-Hujwir. Option B. Moinuddin Chishti. Option C. Sheikh Nizamuddin Aulia. Option D. Amir Khusro. The correct answer is Option A. Abul Hasan al-Hujwir. Kashf-ul-Mahjub, also Kashf-ul-Mahjub, translated, Revelation of the Veiled, is one of the most ancient and revered Persian treatises on Sufism, which contains a complete system of Sufism with its doctrines and practices. It was written by Ali Hujwiri, was the 11th century mystic, theologian, and preacher. Question number 22. Who among the following was jailed in the Kanpur Bolshevik conspiracy case in 1924? Option A. Muzaffar Ahmad, S.A. Dange, Shaukat Usmani, Nalini Gupta. Option B. Muhammad Ali and Shaukat Usmani. Option C. S.A. Dange and S.V. Ghate. Option D. Muzaffar Ahmad and S.S. Mirajkar. The correct answer is Option A. Muzaffar Ahmad, S.A. Dange, Shaukat Usmani, Nalini Gupta. Muzaffar Ahmad, Shaukat Usmani, and Dange were sentenced to 4 years of imprisonment. This case was responsible for actively introducing communism to the Indian masses. After Kanpur, Britain had triumphantly declared that the case had finished off the communists. Question number 23. Which one of the following represents the inner planets? Option A. Planets between the Sun and the Earth. Option B. Planets between the Sun and the belt of asteroids. Option C. Planets near the Earth. Option D. Planets around the Sun. The correct answer is Option B. Planets between the Sun and the belt of asteroids. The inner planets, in order of distance from the Sun, closest to furthest, are Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. After an asteroid belt comes to the outer planets, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Question number 24. Which one among the following was the first country to declare climate emergency? Option A. Sweden. Option B. New Zealand. Option C. UK. Option D. Ireland. The correct answer is Option C. UK. The UK is the first national government to declare such an emergency. Question number 25. Which one of the following frontline destroyer of Indian Navy was decommissioned in May 2019? Option A. INS Rana. Option B. INS Ranjit. Option C. INS Rajput. Option D. INS Sindhu Rakshak. The correct answer is Option B. INS Ranjit. On the 6th of May 2019, a glorious era of INS Ranjit being the frontline missile destroyer of the Indian Navy is going to end. Thank you for watching the video. If you'd like practice this quiz, then download the Wonderslate app now, link in the description below. If you have any suggestion for us, feel free to leave comments. If you liked the video and want to see more of it, hit the thumbs up and don't forget to click on subscribe button to get more updates of the future videos.